Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. In the previous video we have discussed about the stoichiometric defect, that is the Frankel defect and Shorty defect. Today we will discuss the two other type of defects, non-stoichiometric defect and impurity defects. So we will start with the today's topic, that is non-stoichiometric defects. Now the compounds in which the ratio of positive and negative ions differ from that required by ideal chemical formula. Such compounds are called as non-stoichiometric compounds. For example, iron oxide, iron 2 oxide, FeO. It is the ideal chemical formula where iron is having 2 positive charge and oxide ion 2 negative charge. But in actual case, there are cases where the ratio of cation and anion is Fe 0.930. The ratio differs. So this is the stoichiometric ratio, this is the non-stoichiometric ratio. And the defect present in such compounds are called as non-stoichiometric defects. Now these non-stoichiometric defects, they are mainly found in the transition metal compounds where there are number of free electrons, and the cation, that is the metal ion, they show variable oxidation state. Some of the lanthanoids and actinoids also, they show the non-stoichiometric defect. In this type of defects, although the stoichiometry between the cation and anion is different, but the electrical neutrality of the compound is always maintained. Now these defects are of two types. First is called as metal excess defect, in which the cation is in excess and anion is in deficient. Second is metal deficient defect. We will study each of these defects one by one. So we will start with the metal excess defect. First is metal excess defect. Now these defects, in this defect the positive ion is in, positive ions are in excess. Now they may arise in two following ways. ये भी दो, they may arise in two following ways. The first is anionic vacancies. Anionic vacancy means a negative ion is missing from its normal site, and if a negative ion is missing in its normal site, automatically the cation will be in excess, but the electrical neutrality is to be maintained, so that negative site is occupied by an electron, so that electron get entrapped in the negative site. Now see, this is a perfect crystal. Now in this perfect crystal, a negative ion is missing from its normal site, so a vacancy is created. Now cations are in excess and the anion are in deficient. So but the electrical neutrality is disturbed. Now the negative charge is more than the positive charge. Now to maintain that electrical neutrality, an electron get entrapped in the anionic site, or it may get entrapped in some interstitial site also. Now this is an electron, it is in anionic vacancy to maintain the electrical neutrality. Now this electron entrapped in the anionic site is also called as F center. Electron entrapped in anionic vacancy, it is called as F center. F center is originated in a German word, that is Farbcenter, that means a color center, and this F center is responsible for providing the color to the crystal. For example, NaCl, pure sodium chloride, is white salt, but if it has an F center, then it becomes yellow in color. In the similar way, potassium chloride contains F center, it becomes violet. Lithium chloride, if it contains F center, it becomes pink in color. So this is the metal excess defects created by anionic vacancy. The second way by which the metal excess defect is created is by extra cation occupying an interstitial site. So when an extra cation is occupying an interstitial site, the metal excess defect is created. Again, when the extra cation is there, the electrical neutrality of the crystal is disturbed. Now to maintain that electrical neutrality, an extra electron is also present at some other interstitial site. Let's have a look. Again, this is an ideal crystal. Now here an extra cation is present at some interstitial site. So this is an extra cation present at some interstitial site. Now cations are in excess. Now to maintain that electrical neutrality, an extra electron is also present at some interstitial site. So extra positive charge, extra negative charge, they provide the electrical neutrality, but the cations are in excess than anion. So this is the second way by which the metal excess defect is incorporated. Now this is, for example, there is a zinc oxide, ZnO. Zinc oxide some of the Zn2 positive ions are present at the interstitial site. Now to maintain the electrical neutrality, electrons are also present in the interstitial site, that gives the zinc oxide yellow in color. So this is the metal excess defect. The second type of non-stoichiometric defect is metal deficient defect. In this defect, the cations are, it contain less positive charge than positive ions than negative ions. So cations are less in number than anions. Now it arises due to first cationic vacancy. Cationic vacancy means a cation is missing from its normal sites. Let's have a look. Again, this is a ideal crystal. Now in the ideal crystal, suppose a cation is missing from its normal site. Now the cation is missing from its normal site, the number of cations are less, but again the electrical neutrality of the crystal is disturbed. So the negative charge will be extra. Now to maintain that electrical neutrality, the cation, there is a cation present having some extra charge. So two cations are missing. So two cations are missing and one cation is having some extra positive charge, two positive charge. So you can see the cations are less, but the one cation is having the two positive charge. So the electrical neutrality is maintained, but the cations are less in number than anions. Now this type of defect shown in the transition metal ions, which shows variable oxidation state. The other way by which the metal deficient defect can be incorporated in the crystal is by extra anion occupying an interstitial site. So an extra anion is present at some interstitial site, so the negative charge becomes more and the cation becomes less. Now to maintain the electrical neutrality, some extra cation present at some site have an extra positive charge. Let's have a look. Now this is an ideal crystal. Now in the ideal crystal, an extra anion is present at some interstitial site. Suppose this anion is present at a interstitial site. There is an extra anion. Now the negative charge becomes more than the positive charge. Now to maintain that, a cation is missing from its site and it is occupied by another cation having an extra positive charge. Now the electrical neutrality is maintained, but the anions are more than the cations. So this is the metal deficient defect by extra anion occupying an interstitial site. This is about the non-stoichiometric defect. They are of two types, metal excess defect and metal deficient defect. I have discussed. Now there is a third type of defect that is called as impurity defect. Impurity defect, it arises due to the presence of some impurity ions in the crystal lattice. Now suppose molten sodium chloride containing little amount of strontium chloride is allowed to crystallize. Now some of the sites of Na positive ion is occupied by strontium ion. Let's have a look. Now suppose this is the ideal crystal of sodium chloride. These are the chloride ions and these are the positive ions, sodium ions. Now in case of impurity defect, some of the sodium ions, suppose this is sodium ion and this is also sodium ion, it is replaced by strontium ion. Two positive. So when two sodium ion are replaced, it is replaced by one strontium ion so that the electrical neutrality is maintained. So this is a impurity defect because the strontium is not the part of the sodium ion either of. That's why these are the impurity defects. So this is all about the defects in the crystal. We will be continuing in the next video for the next topic. Thank you very much.